What's up, guys? My name is Suicide Grind, and today we're gonna be talking about some shit on a fucking computer, which is different because I haven't done this since like I did my video about albums. I don't know what need to get the hate, and I don't count tier list videos because I don't really show a song. Like I'm not at the start of the song here. I'm actually like 39 seconds in because that's like I'm only using examples, and I'm gonna use other examples as well, which will maybe lag the recording. I don't really care, but this is basically just me saying, yeah, I fucked up. I was wrong. I was completely fucking absolute dog shit take, absolute fucking big motherfucking miss. Just absolutely the most wrong I could have ever been on early Cryptopsy. So I always have liked the first Cryptopsy album, fucking Blasphemy Made Flesh. I always liked that one. There was no debate about that. I always said I liked that one. Ever since the first time I heard it, I liked that one. But for some reason, for the longest time, the most recent time I actually said this in one of my videos would have been in my tier list of death metal bands, which is gonna even change soon because, you know, reasons that not yet spoken of. I think I'm actually gonna wait until like maybe end of the year to do it because some of the bands on that list, you know, I'm gonna be listening to this year. So, but basically, I was saying that, oh, I don't like None So Vile because of the vocals, and I mean, I guess kinda, it's like one of those things where like the first time you hear it, it might be a little weird, but I mean, that doesn't really make any sense, because I literally listen to slam metal. Like, if you know what slam metal sounds like, this is hardly, this should be fucking cake. Because I heard this way after I heard slam metal, so this should be cake. This should be like fucking Europe. You should be like listening to the Final Countdown in my ears, because in comparison, this is a lot more accessible than fucking slam metal. And I'm not talking about the slam metal that we get today, where it's like basically deathcore vocals. I'm talking about literally the like people who like take Carcass vocals to another level, and it just sounds like they're, you know what I'm talking about. It sounds ridiculous. It's like the Waking the Cadaver style. I like shredded wheat thing, like absolutely just the most abhorrent fucking incoherent vocals possible. So it doesn't make any fucking sense from any fucking standpoint that I didn't like it because of the vocals. The vocals in this are like 50 times better than any slam metal, and even counting the fucking deathcore slam that we get today. I mean, especially counting the fucking deathcore slam we got today. This absolutely fucking slams Lorna Shore. Lorna Shore's vocals don't even have a fucking cent on this. And that's lingo for it doesn't even fucking compare. It's like, it's like comparing fucking blue cheese to fucking cheddar. I mean, it's like, if you think blue cheese is better than cheddar, something's probably messed up in your fucking head. Just saying. That's my opinion, but of course, it's also somewhat objective. But what the fuck am I here for saying then? Because I pretty much already told you what the fucking case was here. Like, oh yeah, it doesn't make sense and blah blah blah. But what I wanted to say here is, I went from being like, oh, I don't like these vocals, to literally, oh, what the fuck am I saying? I literally love these vocals. Like, this is literally something that happens within the last month. I've started loving the vocals out of fucking nowhere. And I don't know how this works. Like, how can you go from being like, oh no, I don't really like None So Vile because of the vocals, to being like, I actually love None So Vile because of the vocals now? Huh? Like, it doesn't make any sense how that happens. Like, how can you go from such polar opposite opinions within such a short time? Like, it doesn't even make sense. So that's why I'm here, to show you and actually explain why I now love the vocals, and basically this is just me apologizing to everyone who's a true Cryptopsy fan, because now you fucking know. If you know anything about Flow, even Mike DeSalvo, I believe, told the Justin Horval, fucking J-Dog, in fucking long years ago, that fucking Flow, he's a fucking poser, fucking Adidas wearing ass, he doesn't give a damn about fucking death metal, you know? Flow doesn't even fucking listen for it, doesn't care for death metal, doesn't even fucking love it. He fucking probably jams out to Creed for all he fucking care. So that's probably why we got the fucking deathcore shit later on, because they're just looking at what do the kids enjoy these days, and just decided to go with that. And the only reason I like them more is because I kinda come from that reign, in the sense. But I don't like modern deathcore, so it's not a deathcore album. I liked, what's it called? The Unspoken King? I don't know what the fuck he's called anymore. I liked it because it reminds me of Scrapping Young Lad, and it's confirmed by the fact that it has a cover of Scrapping Young Lad on it, I believe. Or at least with Matt on it. I think it's a lot more like Scrapping Young Lad than deathcore, because it doesn't really have fucking typical breakdowns. It's just like, I definitely understand why it's a step down now. I don't understand why I liked it more now, because, I mean, it could be the fact that very recently I started getting into Autopsy because I met a cool-ass fucking guy at the fucking Nile show. Saw Nile live, same week I saw Cannibal Corpse, as I fucking told y'all. Basically, this guy was always there in the front, like, at the very, like, start of the show, when it was the supporting bands that no one else but me and him was headbanging to, because I fucking support the fucking local bands, buddy! Only fucking posters stand there and look at the local bands. And, you know, he was always in the front fucking headbanging, he was fucking, like, coming up to me, smiling, being like, yeah, man, fuck yeah! Throwing me the devil horns. He was a fucking champ, because he actually made me fucking put Autopsy in the front of shit I hadn't listened to that I should just fucking get into already. Because I'm just a fucking lazy fuck, that's why I never listen to it, because I'm literally that lazy. I just don't listen to bands, because people are like, oh, you should listen to this. And I'm now like, oh yeah, sure, I'll listen to it. And I don't listen to it for like 5 years, and I'm just like, oh shit. But I feel like it might have been because of the Autopsy shit that I got into more and more and more, because my favorite album is maybe even Macabre Eternal. I love the song Spill My Blood. It's probably my favorite Autopsy song. Fucking Spill My Blood is... I honestly would sing myself doing a cover of it sometime. Vocal cover. Because I fucking love it so much. I feel like that more... I don't want to say shitty, but, you know, like, raw sense of vocal style, it might have opened up my ears to understanding the heavier shit a little more, because I got into Autopsy. I mean, Autopsy, yes, you could argue that they're fucking heavy as balls all the fucking day, but at the end of the day, they're nowhere near as heavy as fucking Cryptopsy, and here's what I was talking about. We're gonna get into the fucking vocals. Now, to me, the first time I heard that, I called it like an out-of-breath dog. And to some extent, I guess. But I mean, even then, I'm a hypocrite. Because it's literally similar to the early Cannibal Corpse. And don't fucking tell me it's not. Put on fucking Necropedophile and come back again. Tell me it's completely different. It's not. It's very similar styles. It's like this sort of like incoherent vocals. I'm not talking about the exact way he sounds. I'm talking like the fact that it's like very low growl and very just in your face punchy, and there's absolutely nothing behind it. It's just completely raw fucking growls. Strange, just fucking fist fucked in the face. I don't know what the fuck that means, but you know what I mean. It's completely raw, absolutely no bullshit. No, I wouldn't even be surprised if it wasn't even using false chord, if it was straight from the throat. But so it literally makes me a hypocrite, right? Because I like fucking Chris Barnes' early vocals, but I don't like this for some reason. What the fuck does that mean? Well, I think what that really means is that I'm fucking retarded, because for some reason in my head, when I put on None So Vile the first time, I expected it... I expected something completely different from what it is. I expected some fucking polished, fucking super coherent, vocals. I expected vocals where it was basically clean singing, I guess. Because, I mean, I might as well be listening to that if I would want to hear the lyrics every fucking second. But even then, the lyrics aren't even that incoherent if we go to this song. Slit your guts. I'm gonna go to the lyrics because this explains it. I'm just, this is what I mean with lag. There you go. See here? Yes! Is it like he kind of skipped half of confinement and then you can almost not hear the words, but when you actually fucking delve into it, you can hear the words. Like, listen to this. I hear for your correction at the end there. I literally hear that now. Is it because I fucking know the lyrics? Because I actually listen to it now? Maybe. But is it also because I stopped being a little wussy-ass pussy boy and actually started understanding the greatness of it? Yeah, that too. I definitely am understanding it a lot more now. And I think, honestly, cut off that later shit. I don't know, I wouldn't even be surprised if the new, like, I was able to tolerate the Unspoken King, or whatever the fuck it was called. And I really like the books, or whatever the fuck it's called. And Self-Titled, not my favorite, but it's probably gonna be my second favorite still. Because it was my favorite until I fucking started using my brain for 2 seconds. And then this became it. And, well, the thing is, Self-Titled, I love it because that one's fucking heavy. I mean, it's not deathcore by any fucking mean. It's still like fast, very brutal death metal, up fucking 300 BPM blast beats. I feel like that one definitely gets more hate than it deserves. But if the next album that they're doing now, I wouldn't be surprised if it fucking blows. I mean, the book EP, the 2 EP book things, whatever the fuck we call them, those were like very teetering the line of what's deathcore almost. There was no death metal focused, but it was like, you know, it doesn't have anything on this. I mean, even if I take another band that I'm listening to at the moment, Incantation. Literally anything Incantation. I'm not going to talk about Incantation, by the way, in quite a little while. Because there's something related to Incantation that's going to happen in my life, and I'm not going to tell you that right now. Because you're going to have to sit on your edge of your seat, not cheat. I can't fucking speak! Anyways, I mean, dude, I'm just thinking, what possibly are you gonna do with this next album? The Cryptopsy new fucking shit they're working on right now. It might be good because the book EPs look pretty promising. They sound pretty good, and I like the self-titled quite a bit. But, I mean, I wouldn't be surprising if it just blows. I mean, Flo doesn't even listen to death metal. He doesn't even like death metal for the fucking fact of it. Fucking ask yourself that. If you fucking see someone wearing Adidas, do you think they like fucking death metal? Get lost, brah. If you know the reference, you know. Ain't no way a fucking Adidas wearing flat brim looking boombox on the shoulder, fucking, you know. Ain't no way that guy listens to death metal, you know. I wouldn't even be surprised if he doesn't even fucking listen to Cannibal. Fucking wouldn't even be surprised. He can play the drums, but man, does he not know how to fucking keep his shit together. I wouldn't even be surprised if it was his fault the Lord Worm left. I'll say it. I'll be the first to say it. It's probably his fault. I don't care if the actual official reason that you guys are going to give me in the comments, sucking off Flo, is that, oh no, it's actually because of this and that. I wouldn't be surprised if it actually was Flo's fault that Lord Worm isn't in the fucking band. Because, I mean, Lord Worm, at least that guy doesn't seem like a fucking canoe-ass poser to me. He seems like he actually fucking knows the shit. It's like, another thing here. If you take about the fucking, like, for example, Will Romer. He's a very soft-spoken guy. If you've actually heard him speak in any live shows, he's a very soft-spoken guy, but he makes some of the fucking... I mean, Mortician is literally the heaviest band. If you don't agree, I mean, you at least gotta say Incantation. Otherwise, the door's left. The door's out. The door's over there. I don't want to see you. In fact, I'm gonna fucking ban you if you say something like that. Don't fucking tell me that shit. Fucking... And I feel like that as well doesn't make sense. Like, I literally loved Chainsaw Dismemberment in 2017, a year after I properly started actually paying attention to metal and actually seeking out more genres. In which I'm still really fucking young for what, like, as far as metal goes. Like, I'm only 22, turning 23. In the grand scheme of things, I'm still basically getting into the genre. Because I'm that young, where I'm like, I haven't had that experience. So I feel like that also plays in a lot in what was the reason why I didn't like Lord Worm's vocals at the first time I heard him. But even then, it's literally hypocritical because I loved fucking Mortician way before I even fucking heard them. So how do we explain that then? How can I like Mortician, Early Cannibal, and fucking, you know, not like this? I mean, there's no way you can argue that, oh, it might be because... No, it might be because I was fucking retarded. That's the only reason I can see, at least. Because, although they definitely sound different in, like, actual vocal tone, I'm not saying they sound exactly the same, it's literally the same kind of brutality on the fucking vocals, even if Mortician is heavier than both of these two that I mentioned, even if Chris Barnes is a little more, like, traditional death metal in the way he sounds, it's still in the same... I should be enjoying this. Now I do. As I said, now I'm loving this. But what part of the brain is it that makes it so that for some reason you go from, I don't really like... Doesn't make sense. Like, I literally gave all the fucking possible examples as to why this doesn't make sense. And literally, again... Like, yeah, he definitely was saying pain and night there. But I still hear, I promise you pain and night in that sequence, you know? I still hear that. I'm not growling it because you wouldn't fucking hear what I'm saying. And, so, I mean, I think I should just wrap it up here because I'm getting... The reason why I'm getting a little toned up and yelling is because I'm actually getting more pissed at myself at the minute. That for some reason, I decided to be like, I'm not really into non-survival. Like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, again, I have to remind you, I literally liked Blasphemy Made Flesh, their first album. The vocals aren't fucking astronomically different. Sure, they're a little bit different, but it's mostly production. And sure, it doesn't have a 28-second high screen where he fucking passes out, but still, it's still fucking Lord Worm singing. And I feel like all this time it was just fucking... It's like I closed my mind to anything fucking Lord Worm just because I felt like it. But really, I remember trying to get into it and being like, I really want to like this, but I don't. And now I'm here, like, wondering how is that even possible? Because right now, when I hear this... Now when I hear that, I fucking love it. I'm a Suicide Grind. This has been me apologizing for being wrong about Cryptopsy. You know the motto. Stay cute.